In today's social landscape, the enigmatic Sigma male often stands apart, not by choice but by the very nature of his character. Unlike their more social counterparts, Sigma males tend to navigate through life with a deliberate detachment from traditional social circles, resulting in fewer friendships. This isn't a mere coincidence, it's a direct reflection of their unique disposition and their steadfast commitment to personal autonomy. Sigma males prioritize self-sufficiency and intellectual independence over social validation, often finding conventional friendships less appealing and more restrictive than rewarding. Their preference for solitude and selective companionship can make it appear as though they have fewer friends. But this is a deliberate choice rooted in their disdain for superficial interactions. While many may view this as a social shortcoming, it's actually a testament to their high standards and an unyielding commitment to authentic connections rather than mere quantity. In essence, the Sigma male's sparse social circle is not a sign of social failure, but rather a natural outcome of their preference for genuine, meaningful relationships over the mundane and the fleeting. Number 1. Sigma males often find themselves at odds with collective mindsets and groupthink. They struggle to conform to popular opinions, trendy beliefs, or widely accepted societal norms, as their preference is just to think independently. For them, the constraints of collective thinking feel stifling, leading them to challenge the status quo and voice unique perspectives that frequently set them apart from the majority. This inclination to question and critique dominant beliefs often makes them stand out in social groups that value unity through shared ideas and consensus. As a result, Sigma males may become outsiders in such settings, not due to a lack of compatibility, but because their refusal to follow the crowd creates a natural divide. Their comfort in solitude is not seen as a deficit but rather as a strength, allowing them to embrace their individuality fully. They find solace in their own company and are able to thrive without needing to fit into conventional social molds, which further deepens their separation from group dynamics and collective mindsets. Number 2. Sigma males often face the challenge of rapidly outgrowing their friendships. Their lives are characterized by continuous personal and professional growth, driven by a relentless pursuit of self-improvement and intellectual curiosity. This ongoing evolution can quickly create a gulf between them and their friends, who may prefer stability and routine. As Sigma males advance, their interests, goals, and perspectives evolve, leaving behind the shared experiences and commonalities that once bound them to their friends. Conversations that were once engaging may begin to feel shallow or forced, as the Sigma male's focus shifts to new aspirations and interests. This natural progression means that maintaining friendships with those who do not keep pace with their growth becomes increasingly difficult. The Sigma male doesn't actively choose to distance themselves. Instead, the widening gap is a byproduct of their drive for continual improvement, which inevitably leads to the drifting apart from friendships that no longer align with their evolving path. Number 3. The intense focus of Sigma males on their personal and professional goals often leaves little room for socializing. Their dedication to achieving their ambitions consumes much of their time and energy, making casual social interactions seem like a waste of valuable resources. Every moment not spent on advancing their projects, refining their skills, or pursuing self-improvement is viewed as lost potential. This prioritization naturally leads to a reduced involvement in social obligations and a preference for solitude over social engagements. While others might perceive this as antisocial or overly serious behavior, Sigma males see it as a necessary sacrifice for the sake of their future goals. Their single-minded dedication can create an unintentional barrier to maintaining friendships, as they often prioritize their sense of purpose over casual social connections. For Sigma males, the pursuit of meaningful goals takes precedence over participating in trivial social activities, leading to a natural separation from those who don't share their intense focus. Number 4. Sigma males exhibit a strong aversion to forced social obligations that they perceive as meaningless or superficial. They are disinterested in attending events that are driven by social expectations rather than genuine personal interest. Whether it's a co-workers party, a casual get-together, or a group outing, if these events lack real significance or do not align with their interests, Sigma males are likely to opt out. They view such gatherings as a waste of time and prefer to avoid pretending to enjoy themselves for the sake of appearances. This perspective often leads to isolation from those who thrive on maintaining social connections through these obligatory interactions. Sigma males prioritize authenticity and meaningful engagement over conforming to social norms, choosing instead to invest their time and energy in pursuits that genuinely matter to them. While this approach might be seen as antisocial by some, for Sigma males, it's a matter of valuing their time and focusing on activities that align with their true interests and goals. Number 5. Sigma males have a notable tendency to disregard status games that pervade social interactions. At gatherings where others are vying to outshine each other with displays of success or social connections, a Sigma male remains detached from the competition. They see the futility in participating in status games and prefer to observe the dynamics of the room from a distance, focusing on meaningful conversations or personal reflection instead. For Sigma males, the pursuit of status and social standing is largely irrelevant, as they prioritize what genuinely matters to them over engaging in superficial displays of achievement. This detachment from status games can create a sense of disconnection with those who are heavily invested in these hierarchies. Despite appearing aloof or uninterested, Sigma males are content with their choice to ignore status competitions, valuing their independence and authenticity over fitting into conventional social structures. Number 6. The deep sense of independence possessed by Sigma males can often be intimidating to others. Their self-reliance and ability to handle challenges on their own may inadvertently make people around them feel insecure or inadequate. In a social world where many relationships are built on mutual emotional support and validation, the Sigma male's tendency to face problems alone can create a perceived distance. This strong self-sufficiency sends a clear message that they do not require external assistance to navigate their issues, which can make others feel unnecessary or superfluous. As a result, forming close bonds can be difficult, as people accustomed to reciprocal emotional exchanges might struggle to connect with someone who seems so capable of managing on their own. Despite not intending to isolate themselves, Sigma males' natural independence can create barriers to deeper relationships, making their self-sufficiency a double-edged sword in their social interactions. Number 7. Sigma males often attract envy from their peers, especially when they achieve significant milestones or successes. Initially, their accomplishments may be met with genuine praise and admiration. However, as time goes on, this admiration can give way to envy. Friends and acquaintances might start to resent the Sigma male's independence and ability to thrive without relying on others for support. This shift in perception can lead to social withdrawal or strained relationships, as others begin to feel threatened by the Sigma male's continued success and self-sufficiency. The very traits that initially impressed others can become a source of tension and isolation. Despite their achievements, Sigma males may find themselves socially isolated, not because of their actions, but because their success inadvertently triggers feelings of inadequacy and jealousy in those around them. Number 8. Sigma males often find themselves unable to relate to collective mindsets or groupthink. They feel frustrated by the limitations imposed by popular opinions and societal norms, preferring to maintain their own independent viewpoints. This resistance to conforming to widely accepted beliefs and trends frequently sets them apart from others, as they prioritize personal authenticity over collective agreement. In social environments where unity is achieved through shared perspectives and group consensus, Sigma males may appear as outsiders due to their reluctance to fall in line. Their tendency to question conventional wisdom and express unique opinions can create a divide, making it challenging for them to fit into groups that value conformity. Despite having fewer social connections, Sigma males find comfort in their individuality and embrace their solitary nature as a source of strength rather than a deficiency. Number 9. Sigma males are often seen as enigmatic or mysterious by others due to their tendency to keep their personal lives private. They rarely divulge details about their inner thoughts, feelings, or private experiences, which can create a sense of intrigue or distance. This reserved nature stems from a preference for maintaining control over their own narrative and protecting their personal space. While this self-containment can make them seem aloof or difficult to understand, it also contributes to their independence, allowing them to navigate their lives on their own terms. The mystery surrounding Sigma males can attract curiosity, but it also often leaves them feeling isolated, as others may struggle to penetrate their guarded exterior and form deeper connections. Number 10. Sigma males typically prioritize personal principles and values over societal expectations or norms. They often operate according to their own moral compass, even if it means deviating from conventional paths or facing criticism. This strong adherence to personal ethics can set them apart from others who may be more willing to compromise or conform to societal pressures. While this integrity is a core strength, it can also lead to conflicts or misunderstandings with those who do not share the same values. Sigma males' commitment to their principles often reinforces their sense of individuality, but it can also contribute to their feeling of disconnection from social groups that do not align with their beliefs. Number 11. Sigma males often exhibit a high level of self-discipline and focus, which can sometimes be perceived as rigidity or inflexibility by others. Their dedication to achieving their goals and maintaining their standards often means they adhere strictly to routines and strategies that they believe will lead to success. This intense focus on their objectives can make them seem unyielding or overly serious, as they may prioritize their work and personal growth over adapting to changing social dynamics or engaging in spontaneous activities. While their self-discipline is a key factor in their achievements, it can also contribute to a sense of detachment from those who value flexibility and adaptability in social interactions. Number 12. Sigma males tend to seek out and thrive in environments that allow for deep, meaningful work or pursuits, rather than superficial engagements. They are often drawn to activities and projects that offer intellectual challenge or creative expression, where they can fully immerse themselves and achieve a sense of fulfillment. This preference for profound involvement can lead them to spend extended periods in solitary or niche environments, away from the more casual or social settings that others might frequent. As a result, Sigma males might be perceived as less sociable or more withdrawn, not because they dislike social interaction, but because they find greater satisfaction in pursuits that align more closely with their passions and interests. Number 13. Sigma males are often highly self-reliant, which can sometimes lead to difficulties in accepting or asking for help. Their confidence in their own abilities and their preference for handling challenges independently can make it hard for them to rely on others, even when support might be beneficial. This self-sufficiency is a double-edged sword, as it empowers them to navigate obstacles on their own, but can also lead to missed opportunities for collaboration and mutual support. While they value their autonomy, this reluctance to seek assistance can sometimes create barriers in relationships and team dynamics, as others may perceive their independence as a lack of trust or willingness to engage collaboratively. Number 14. Sigma males often possess a strong sense of internal motivation, which can sometimes be misunderstood as lack of enthusiasm or ambition by others. Their drive comes from a deep, personal source rather than external validation or recognition. This intrinsic motivation means that they set their own goals and measure their success according to their personal standards, rather than seeking approval from peers or society. As a result, they may not always vocalize their aspirations or achievements, which can lead others to underestimate their dedication or commitment. This self-driven nature allows them to stay focused on their own path, but it can also contribute to a perception of detachment or indifference in environments where external acknowledgement is valued. Number 15. Sigma males frequently challenge conventional wisdom and authority, which can lead to friction in hierarchical or structured environments. Their independent thinking and reluctance to accept things at face value often put them at odds with established systems or figures of authority. This propensity to question and critique can be perceived as rebellious or confrontational, especially in settings that value adherence to rules and respect for traditional power structures. While their questioning attitude can drive innovation and progress, it can also create tension with those who prefer stability and conformity, making it difficult for Sigma males to fully integrate into or align with conventional organizational or social hierarchies. Number 16. Sigma males often experience periods of intense solitude that allow them to recharge and reflect, which can be misinterpreted as social withdrawal or isolation. They value their alone time as a necessary component of their personal growth and creative processes. This solitude is not necessarily indicative of loneliness, but rather a deliberate choice to engage in self-reflection, deep work, or intellectual exploration. While this preference for solitude can enhance their productivity and self-awareness, it might also lead to misunderstandings with those who interpret their need for isolation as a lack of interest in social connections or relationships. Number 17. Sigma males are usually adept at adapting to various situations on their own terms, but this flexibility can sometimes be misconstrued as inconsistency or unpredictability. Their ability to navigate different environments and adjust their approach based on their personal goals and insights allows them to thrive in diverse contexts. However, this adaptability can lead others to view them as unreliable or difficult to pin down, especially if their behavior or decisions do not align with conventional expectations. Sigma males' willingness to embrace change and forge their own path reflects their independence, but can also create challenges in maintaining consistent interpersonal dynamics or expectations. Number 18. Sigma males often prefer to work independently or in small, self-directed teams rather than in large group settings. They find that working alone, or with a select few like-minded individuals, allows them to maintain control over their projects and make decisions without the constraints of group dynamics. This preference for independence is driven by their desire for autonomy and efficiency, as they can focus deeply on their tasks without the need for constant coordination or compromise. While this approach can lead to high levels of productivity and innovation, it might also create challenges in environments where teamwork and collaboration are essential, potentially leading to perceptions of detachment or difficulty in integrating with larger groups. Number 19. Sigma males often engage in continuous self-assessment and self-improvement, which can sometimes be perceived as self-criticism or perfectionism by others. They are driven by an internal desire to constantly evolve and refine their skills, which leads them to critically evaluate their own performance and progress. This relentless pursuit of personal growth can foster a high level of competence and achievement, but may also create a sense of dissatisfaction or urgency. To outsiders, this self-evaluation might appear as an excessive focus on shortcomings, but for Sigma males, it's an essential part of their commitment to self-betterment and reaching their full potential. Number 20. Sigma males typically value deep, intellectual conversations over superficial small talk, which can make them seem distant or aloof in casual social settings. They find fulfillment in discussions that challenge their thinking, offer new insights, or explore complex ideas. As a result, they may avoid or struggle with conversations that lack depth or do not align with their interests. This preference for meaningful dialogue often leads to connections with a smaller, select group of individuals who share their intellectual pursuits, while potentially causing them to be seen as uninterested or disengaged by those who favor more casual or surface-level interactions. Number 21. Sigma males are often seen as highly resilient, with an ability to persevere through adversity and maintain their composure under pressure. Their inner strength and capacity to handle challenges independently can be both a source of admiration and a point of contention. While their resilience allows them to overcome obstacles and stay focused on their goals, it can also create a perception that they are unflappable or emotionally distant. This stoicism may make it difficult for others to understand their struggles or offer support, as Sigma males are often perceived as handling everything on their own without needing assistance or reassurance from others. Number 22. Sigma males often exhibit a preference for unconventional or non-traditional lifestyles, which can sometimes be viewed as eccentric or unconventional by those who adhere to more mainstream norms. Their choices in career paths, hobbies, or ways of living frequently reflect a desire to forge their own unique path rather than following societal expectations. This inclination toward the unconventional can make them stand out and attract curiosity or skepticism from others who are more comfortable with traditional approaches. While their non-traditional choices reflect their individuality and willingness to break from the norm, they can also lead to misunderstandings or judgment from those who value conformity and conventional success. Number 23. Sigma males often excel in roles that require strategic thinking and long-term planning due to their ability to remain focused and independent. Their preference for working autonomously allows them to devise and implement complex strategies without the need for frequent input or oversight from others. This capability is particularly evident in fields that demand meticulous planning and foresight, such as entrepreneurship, research, or creative endeavors, while their strategic prowess can lead to significant achievements. efforts. It may also create a perception that they are detached from the collaborative aspects of group work, or less responsive to immediate needs and feedback from others. Number 24. Sigma males frequently challenge social conventions and norms, which can lead to them being seen as disruptors or nonconformists. Their willingness to question and deviate from established norms often drives innovation and new perspectives, but can also provoke resistance from those who prefer to adhere to traditional practices. This inclination to disrupt the status quo reflects their commitment to personal authenticity and growth, but can create friction in environments that prioritize maintaining established procedures or practices. Despite potential pushback, Sigma males remain steadfast in their pursuit of originality and self-expression, even if it means standing apart from conventional expectations. Number 25. Sigma males often have a strong sense of self-awareness and introspection, which can lead them to deeply analyze their own motives, behaviors, and experiences. This level of self-examination allows them to understand their strengths, weaknesses, and personal growth areas with great clarity. While this introspective nature enhances their ability to make informed decisions and pursue meaningful goals, it can also result in them being perceived as overly critical or self-involved by others. Their deep self-awareness may lead them to prioritize personal growth and authenticity over seeking external validation, which can create a sense of distance from those who are more focused on external feedback and social approval. Thank you for your attention. You can now become a member of the channel by clicking the Join button under this video.